Hi there folks, hope you're all doing well. Simon here, Ariège pipe smoker. The sun's right in my eyes, so yeah, hence a slight squinting. Just making this Big Ben silhouette. I'm sure you've all seen it before. Rapidly becoming sort of one of my favourite pipes actually. Maybe because it's still a little bit new to me. Well, a really busy week actually, hence no videos. I've been offered a job for 3 months or so back in the UK. Nothing that exciting, just van driving for a farm for the asparagus season. Seriously considering it. I kind of enjoy doing harvest work. Everyone's in a good mood because the money's coming in, the weather's generally okay. Obviously it's going to be a complete utter ball ache getting to England with all the COVID testing and quarantines and stuff, but I think it needs to be done. It's very difficult to make substantial amounts of money around here. And so I was toying with the idea of doing some work in England for the summer. Means I can invest a bit in my house, so my overall assets will be worth more. I'd rather not. I'd much rather stay here, but existing's good, you know. If you have a nice place to exist, but if you have some goals or things you wish to achieve, sometimes it's not quite enough, so one has to sacrifice surroundings to further one's life, I guess. Yeah, I've had this train of thought recently. I've been watching quite a few travel blogs on YouTube. And I really love watching people in India because I've been to many places in India. I've been there multiple occasions for 6 months here, 5 months there. So I know it quite well. And it's kind of led me to this train of thought. And that is spirituality and pipe smoking. God, I do like this McBaron Scottish mixture actually. Now, in India and in Europe, in the West as well, you know, if you go to a Catholic church, there always seems to be incense. There's a lot of incense gets burned, and I think the symbolism is probably reasonably shared across the belief systems and religions of the smoke carrying your prayers to heaven, or you know, to your Godhead, or whatever terminology you wish to use. Now, tobacco falls into this category. Maybe my American brothers will correct me if I'm wrong here. But tobacco is one of the 4 sacred herbs amongst the Native American Indian population. And I believe they were given the gift of tobacco before they were given the gift of fire. So it's not just for smoking. I mean, it can be used for poultices, many things. Tobacco actually has healing properties before you start thinking about spiritual connotations. And as far as I understand, I'm aware, the American Indian tradition, the smoking of tobacco kind of links the two worlds. The roots of the tobacco go into the ground and the smoke goes up to the heavens, and it kind of acts as a bridge. And again, the ceremony and the prayer, the tobacco takes the smoke to the heavens or to the god, or to the other realms. And also in many, many, many shamanic traditions, tobacco is used to purify and to cleanse. For example, many years ago, I took part in an ayahuasca ceremony. I mean, those of you who know about this know about it. Those who don't, it's probably not the place to discuss that here. But the same thing, the shaman will blow tobacco smoke onto the ayahuasca potion to purify it and to cleanse. So. And I think there's a flip side to tobacco, that if it's abused, it can also be a destroyer. You have this a little bit like the traditions of Shiva in India. He is the creator and the destroyer, and I think tobacco falls under this category. So there's a very big difference to smoking tobacco to feel a connection, rather than smoking tobacco in the form of cigarettes to alleviate stress and the trials and tribulations of the modern world. But on that sort of train of thought, I guess I've just sort of very briefly outlined the train of thought without going into it too deeply. I think this is why, as pipe smokers, we get this sense of calm and contemplation and almost meditation, because of the way that we are taking the tobacco. We're not inhaling it. It's almost a ritualistic process. The whole loading a pipe, smoking the pipe, choosing the pipe, and it makes us sit down and take some time out, for the most part. And so if you follow this train of thought, and then you couple it possibly to people that try to give up tobacco and they struggle with it, I guess the scientific reasons we're given is because we're physically addicted to the tobacco. But if you take my thought train, the concept, and apply it to this, there could be another reason. I'm not a deeply spiritual person, but I kind of like having awareness of it, and kind of agree with some points of it. That just imagine for a minute that all of the indigenous peoples of the planet that have used tobacco in ceremony, to connect with the spirit, to connect with the gods, maybe they're correct. And so to turn your back on such a benevolent spirit, it kind of could be seen as cutting off your nose to spite your face in some respects, which is possibly why people struggle to give up tobacco, because you're turning your back on something that, okay, it's not medically good for you. I don't think anybody would argue with that. On a deeper spiritual level, it could be argued that it is beneficial to you. And obviously giving up something, turning your back on that is beneficial for you, is always going to be a struggle. I'm sure if you had like cancer of the mouth, for example, it would probably be a lot easier to give up tobacco, because the beneficial side is no longer working. But yeah, I mean, I don't have any answers. But yeah, it's something that's been rolling through my thoughts a little bit this week. So let me know what you think. Without coming over all hippie and spiritual and rainbow on you all. But I think there's something in it. I think there's something in it. Well, on that note, I am going to carry on with my day. Usual stuff, polish up some pipe stems, get a few things listed up on Etsy. Yeah, so anyway, thanks for your time again, and yeah, thanks to all my subscribers. There's been a few new guys this week I see have subscribed, so yeah, I don't have your names on hand, obviously not sitting at the computer. Yeah, so I hope you all had a weekend. I hope everyone's staying safe, and look forward to seeing you all soon. And thanks a lot, guys. Take care now. Damn thing's gone out again.